Hey YouTube, I thought I would do one last video. This one is it's more of a vlog about what's going on in my life. Um, I was about to go out and clear off my car. It's been snowing all day. So I thought I would take you outside and check out a little Hokkaido snow, and then I'll probably talk a little more about my Hokkaido life once I'm done, because it's getting dark, so I wanted to get this done before it's dark. So yeah, I'll see you in a second outside. Bye. Okay, so before it gets dark, I wanted to give you guys a little taste of what my Hokkaido home looks like. Well, that's not my home, but like, what it looks like outside. That's my little car there. It hasn't snowed too much. It looks like it snowed maybe 6 inches, less than that, maybe only 4 inches. It's not snowed too much today. But as you can see, the snow piles are definitely taller than the cars, if you can tell. Sorry, I'm a little bit shaky. It's been snowing all day. It'll probably snow nonstop. God, I can't stop shaking. But yeah, I'm gonna clean off my car because it's hell if I don't keep up with it. I didn't go out today, so I just thought I'd clean it off before I stay in the rest of the night. So yeah, I'll see you guys inside. I just wanted to give you guys a little view. Okay, I lied. It wasn't like 4 inches. It's more like 8-ish inches, 6 to 8 inches. Now that I'm actually at my car and removing the snow, and the fact that the snow comes to the top of my boot, if you can see. Let me see if I can. But yeah, so actually it's more like on my car it's like about 6 to 8 inches. On the ground around my car, since they didn't plow around my car because I didn't move it all day, it's more like a foot. So yeah, just to give you an idea of what my daily life is like. It's about a foot of snow since since I parked the car last night until now. So yeah, that's all. Okay, I'm back. I ran into my neighbor outside, and I'm not sure if he thinks I don't speak Japanese or what, but every time I see him, he does this weird little like smirk thing, and like half the time he's like, hi. And like sometimes if I say konnichiwa first, he will respond in Japanese. But then like literally 2 seconds later, he like ran into the building, and then as I was finishing up clearing off the car, as I was heading back in, he was heading back out. He probably went in to like grab something or whatever. And like I let him through, and he just goes, "Thank you," and like runs away. I have no idea. This has been going on like since he moved in. I have no idea when that was. But like every time he's like, sometimes he like does this weird awkward English greeting, and sometimes he does a Japanese one, but then he like immediately runs away because he has no idea. And I'm always like, what was that? Anyway, I was gonna talk about my Hokkaido life. So yeah, I thought I would dedicate a video to tell you a little bit about my current life situation since I moved here. Since I don't, well, either way, the videos are privated. I can't remember if I did an update anyway. Um, so yeah, I moved to Hokkaido, to a really, really small town. And by a small town, I mean a village. Like, literally a village. It's called Village, like Mura Village. And I've been living here for since March of 2014. So almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in March. I live about 2 hours from Sapporo. Most people I know don't really know much about Hokkaido other than snow, which makes sense. We have a lot of it, as you witnessed. So yeah, I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about my life and what I do. When I moved in, it was end of March. It was like literally end of March. Like March 27th was when I first came to Hokkaido. And still, like, I was in Tokyo first. We had our training in Tokyo with my company. And it was like beautiful spring weather. I think the cherry blossoms were about to come out soon. And then I came to Hokkaido thinking, well, I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't really expecting anything. I knew nothing about Hokkaido. And I came here, and it was like huge piles of snow taller than buildings, and like, holy shit, like legit. So that was my introduction to Hokkaido when I first got here. And then I started school life. I work in school, so I work as an English teacher like most people. And that's been pretty good. It was a little scary at first, and by a little I mean a lot. I embarrassed myself a lot. Not so much with cultural things, because I knew a lot about Japanese culture when I got here already. I studied it, so but just more just like getting used to being in front of the classroom and learning to teach on my own and things like that. So that was pretty much my weekdays, Monday through Friday. I have a really good friend in the town next to mine. She started at the same time as me, so I met her from the very beginning. And at this point, we're pretty much inseparable. Like, I see her almost every day. Like, the fact that I'm not hanging out with her this evening is pretty unusual. Our first 6 months, we pretty much went out every day. Like, I have a car, so we just drove around everywhere, discovering things, road tripping. I went on this weird mission for like 2 weeks where I was on a mission to drive to the bottom of the mountain. Like, I wanted to find the spot that was the bottom of the mountain without realizing that when you're at the bottom of the mountain, you can't actually tell that you're at the bottom of the mountain. Like, whatever. But I found it and I figured it out. And so that was because I live near a mountain. So that was my like goal for 2 weeks, was we would drive down every road that seemingly led towards the mountain and figure out where the bottom of it was. And just like other things, like we would drive around and I'd be like, wonder where that road goes. Let's find out. Or we'd see a sign for a town we never heard of and we're like, wonder what that is. Let's go. Sometimes we'd end up like hours away, but we just GPS our way back. I got Google Maps. That's why I got a smartphone. So yeah, that was like my first 6 months, was like we basically like adventured around and discovered things. Every weekend we were out and about. Even after school, a lot of times we would go places as long as they were like within an hour-ish or more. It depended. And that was basically my first spring and summer here. I was a lot more settled in once the second half of the year like came about. My routine was pretty settled in. I was still going out and about, but I had discovered pretty much a lot of the things in the general vicinity. And I went to Sapporo a lot for like seeing friends and shopping and things. And then in the winter, I started helping out at a restaurant part-time because obviously Hokkaido has a lot of ski resorts and there's a lot of business surrounding that, and a lot of Australians come to this area during the winter and they spend like the whole winter here. Like I don't know if it's like winter break, if they're college students, or like how these people get so much vacation. I still have no idea, but they come here for like months at a time and just spend their winter skiing. I think some of them work and they just like work their way through, but like what kind of job do you have that you're able to like take 3 months off to work somewhere else? I still don't understand. Like, regardless, besides the point. So I was helping out because I need English speakers to help out at these restaurants and businesses. So I was helping out there in my evenings a lot last winter. Kind of don't want to do it this winter, but I may do it anyway. We'll see. And yeah, that's pretty much my life right now, is like I hang out with my friend, mainly my one friend. We always joke that we only have one single friend in Japan. It's not true, but that's like our ongoing joke, is that we only have one friend. But yeah, I hang out with her all the time. I study Japanese in my spare time. Sometimes she and I go and study together somewhere. We go to Mr. Donuts a lot because we really like Mr. Donuts. I didn't really like donuts in America, but I came here and suddenly donuts were a good thing. What else do I do? Sorry, I need to stop playing with this bottle. Yeah, so life's pretty routine and normal here now. I'm working full-time at my job. I try to relax because in the winter I start getting really tired. It gets dark so early. It gets dark at like 4, or it starts getting dark like in December. It would like start getting dark at like 3:30. I'm like, this is crazy. And yeah, I try to rest whenever possible. I still go out, but I don't like to go out as much in the winter as far as like driving because the roads are slippery and kind of terrifying. But I still go sometimes. I just went to Costco like 2 days ago, because there's a Costco in Sapporo. So that's where we went, and I do a lot of shopping there. Not a lot. I go there like once a month to like stock up on stuff. And we went to the mall up there, Jusco, I think is what it's called. Um, and yeah, that's my Hokkaido life. I know it doesn't sound super exciting. It's not like Tokyo, new things every day, no owl cafes or anything. I did a cat cafe. I did a cat cafe in Sapporo. But like I said, I live in a village, so like I'm living like small town Inaka life right now. So it's a lot more chill and a lot less gimmick. Not that Tokyo is like nothing but gimmick, but I see Tokyo as kind of a lot of like gimmicky, fun, like weird things, right? That's what I see Tokyo as, and a lot less of that in the Inaka. So, um, yeah, that's life right now. In a few months, I'm moving to Sapporo. And that should be interesting because it'll be my first experience living in a city in Japan. So I'm really excited about that. Um, yeah, that's my Hokkaido life. I'm sorry, it sounds really boring. I swear I'll make it sound more interesting next time. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you want to hear anything specific about Japan, let me know. If you want to know anything specific about Hokkaido, let me know. Um, I know that a while back someone had asked me for an apartment tour. Um, it's because I don't live in a Leo Palace, so I don't live in one of those apartments that's like everything's in the hallway and then there's a room. Like I don't live in one of those. So, I will probably do one of those after I clean because my place is a mess. And yeah, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.